Hello YouTube, today is January 23rd, 2026. This is already my second take to make this video because right now, for some fucking reason, my phone was like, hey, do you want to do an update? And the recording ended and I don't edit my videos, so because fuck it. Dude, people make AI slope, so let me do my human slope. So, second try. Today nothing happened, like even less than usually. The only thing that I did was my assignment that I talked about yesterday. Fun fact, there was, I told yesterday that the the time appointment for sending the assignment was on a later date than it usually was at a later time, and sadly it wasn't. I sadly saw a different assignment that I still had to do, and I thought it was that one that I did. So yeah, no, that was kind of stupid. And I only noticed it thanks to my phone giving me a notification saying that I only have 1 more hour left to send it. So I sadly only got like one task out of the four done of the assignment, but I mean, it's also the teacher fault. Like, why the fuck do you want us? Oh, you have to send it at 12 p.m. Like in lunchtime. Why on lunchtime? What the fuck is wrong with him? I'm gonna talk later about it, but I only did one task in the assignment, which was to reflect on how the semester was for me and stuff like that. He wanted like a two pages, and I basically have that. I don't have exactly 2 pages, a little bit less, but it also said to have 600 words, and I have over 700. So I think I'm safe with that one. So I'm going to talk about it. Um, And I did mention already a little bit what the topics was in my for college video back then. So yeah, the first like theme we were supposed to write for was like the topics and lessons, like school lessons that we found interesting or like challenging, and we just had to talk about it, which it was quite boring. I was basically writing just some bullshit where I was like, yeah, I guess that was kind of helpful or like that, but it was boring. So that one is not important at all. I mean, I'm already yawning about it. The second part was like talking about like what my methods are in learning, and if I'm being honest right now, I don't learn. I never did. Maybe when I was like like a little child, when I was like 12, and even then I did not really learn. So yeah, I only instantly wrote at the beginning that learning from here is a complicated topic because I am quite lazy and I get easily distracted. I only wrote like basically, oh, I know, of course, I try my best to listen in the classes and stuff like that, just to have something. Oh my god, I'm yawning right now so fucking much. Just to have something. But then I also wrote like, oh, but when I'm at home, I need like music to better concentrate. And I generally wrote because I easily get thoughts where I ask myself, why am I doing this, and there is no purpose. And that's like what I wrote. And I also wrote about like, oh, I'm looking like at the notes that I took all other stuff from the professor still on the same day, just like look up it again, just to have like a, just to have it better in my brain, to better stay it. But that's a lie. I mean, yeah, no, that is technically a lie, but also not, because I used to do it, but I'm not anymore because I don't care. Then then it gets a little bit more spicy talking wise. It's also interesting because like as more stuff I wrote, the longer the topic things were, and the more negative it got, I would say. Like the first one, like yeah, it was quite positive, like things that I liked. Two already showed like I don't like to learn, but I do these type of things to help about it. And the third one was like how this semester affected me, like how did I evolve. Yeah, it also said like what type of skills did I improve of while being in this semester. And I was straight up honest. I was like talking about that that this was shit, that I have a negative, that this has a negative impact in my life. I talked about how I already switched basically majors, and I will do it again. Or I also talked about or wrote that maybe I say fuck it about studying here and just try to do I think it's called an apprenticeship in English, as an accountant. Now to later work as an accountant in the future, just because the things at least that accountant does, I kind of like. Oh my god, I'm enjoying so fucking much. And when I talked, and then I also wrote that I did not improve in any type of skills, and I wrote that I probably got worse in a couple of skills, especially like with learning. Like I wrote that back when I was studying in the IRS, that I had I wrote notes like every day, like every time in class, like for every class, every time notes and stuff like that, just like to have it. And that I was like learning 1 to 2 hours every day just to get the new stuff that we learned today in my head, which I did mention already. While meanwhile, nowadays, while I'm in here in college, I only write notice in 3 classes, and 2 of them are just basic exercises for like other classes. So of course I write some notes because I'm doing those exercises. So basically I only write in one class something, at least most of the time. Of course, sometimes in a class maybe there's something interesting and then I also write something down, but that happens very rarely. And I wrote, wait, hold on. Yeah, I did wrote that I have less interest than seeing seeing an influencer get into controversy because I at least inform myself about it and I get entertainment from it. Oh my. But again, it's not the worst part, at least not the most negative, because the last one was to give him feedback about his course. And the first question was, what did I found the best in his course and why? And the other question was, what can I or he can do to make the learning progress more effective? But again, like for the first question, I instantly wrote, that is, I'm going to mostly translate it word for word. I found it good that the course was only every second week instead of being weekly. Because I just want to laugh. Because I was in his class like the most uninterested. Like I was there the most bored. And I have a class where the professor just talks all the time for like 99%. And she literally just reads out from the PowerPoint slides. And I'm more interested in that than his class was. Like I genuinely hate his class. I talked about like his topics and his lessons would have fitted, I would say, good in a psychological or like a philosophy major, but not in an economics one slash business. Like, is it? And I wrote like, oh, I still kind of get it why, those lessons were there, but then I ranted about, having to do those assignments and of course being important for the exams. I also wrote, um, you can see that I only did the cross exercises from the assignments, the cross tests that I did, because I did not care and I had less interest, and I rather cried while I was arguing to myself on why I'm doing this instead of doing his assignments. And I also wrote that I even was so bored that I modified my Nintendo 3DS. Got the baby right here. Instead of doing his assignment. Fun fact, that's actually not true, because we did not have an assignment at the time when I was modifying my 3DS. But still, I would have done that. If there was an assignment already at that time, I definitely would have rather done the modifying. But it was before. But I only wrote that just like to show how much I hated his class. Then I wrote for like improving myself to not be an idiot, and I should just do something that I actually like have fun with and feel interest in. That was for me just like a pet talk, like, yo, I should do something that I like and not like torture myself to be here. Um, Also, I just noticed I actually wrote one time assignment wrong. For some reason, Word did not pick that up. Shit. Well, hey, just one grammar mistake. But then I wrote about how he could improve, at least, and it was just two like small ones. Um, Basically, one was that he should not like have his PDF files passwords protected. At least I saw it as a stupid thing to do. I wrote because it's kind of annoying to always type the password again. And I also wrote, I get it when you don't, if I get it why he's probably doing it, because of course when you use ChatGPT, of course you can upload data files and stuff like that, or PDF files, to help you. And of course when it's password protected, it's not possible. If that's his like reason for it, I get it. But I did also wrote, um, but that still is not really a problem because it's kind of easy to, you know, get the PDF file without a password protection. It is quite easy. You just have to look up PDF password removal or something like that, and you find instantly a site, and bam, there you go. Then also wrote then a compromise. If he still wants to do a password, he should then rather do like a short one, because his one was like 10 characters with different numbers and letters, and also like different characters, which it's annoying. It was genuinely annoying. And also wrote that he should not do 12 p.m. as final time to send him the appointments, and he should rather do at midnight, as I would say is more normal. Because like who the fuck is like, oh yeah, let us send it, let us be the last time in lunch. Like genuinely, I just find it so stupid. And the last sentence is, I hope I don't have to see you anymore in my life. And if any of your lessons or like topics that he talked about in his class, in his course, are coming up in the exam, it is very likely that I do the apprenticeship idea as an accountant. So basically saying, if I see this shit, I'm going to leave. But there was one last nice message. But I hope you have a nice life and a great day. I'm so interested how he will react to it. Like, will he actually give me points for it? If he does, respect. Okay? Respect. Because again, I genuinely, I talked how the only good thing in this class was that it was not weekly. I hate that motherfucker. But generally, if he gives me points, especially when it's like full points, I think it was like 2.5 for that, that would be so funny. But I will find out in the future. If I get like some notice, I would definitely talk about it. So yeah, um, that's it for today. I mean, I've talked already enough. If you're still watching this, why? Genuinely, I still don't. If someone watches this in the future, I still don't get it. Like, I've been talking now for 20 minutes basically about some stupid assignment that I did out of anger. Um, but thank you. So, anyways, hopefully you guys had a good day. If not, as always, hopefully tomorrow will be better. Take care, everyone.